Are you tired of watching a large portion of your income vanish due to taxes? Imagine being able to save hundreds of thousands of dollars each year by employing non-conventional tax strategy. Well, if you're an investor, if you're a day trader, if you own your own business, or if you're a high income W-2 earner, I've got some strategies that I'm going to unveil in this video that's going to help you out. Let's go. Welcome everyone back to the channel. My name is Brian Rivera for those of you that are new. And really, I'm just a tax strategist at heart that loves helping high net worth business owners, day traders, and investors level up. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Like you, I've experienced the sting of high income tax on earned income. But good news is there are effective solutions that can help bring down your income tax. One of the things that I've done in the past is I purchased a business and it was structured as an asset deal. And because it was structured that way, me and my business partners, we were able to basically accelerate depreciation on those assets that we purchased. And that created a large tax write-off to offset my other active income, which effectively brought down our taxes. Now, this video is going to guide you through 5 alternative investments that provide tax savings on the front end, but also steady cash flow on the back end. Now, these strategies, if implemented correctly, can transform your financial situation in the current year. As an expert in tax strategy for high net worth business owners, I've historically been behind the scenes assisting these clients. Well, now I'm ready to share some of these tips with you guys just to get you on the journey of thinking about how to save and what your next move might be. Now, first up is going to be car washes. Car washes are a favorite of mine because they're absolute gold mines. 90% of their value is placed in the machinery, equipment, and land improvements. What does this mean for you? Significant bonus depreciation. Depending on when you're watching this video, depreciation right now is up in the air, but it sounds like bonus depreciation is going to be pushed back to the 100% threshold, which is an absolute gold mine for investors or people looking for big year one tax write-offs. Now imagine if you financed the purchase of this deal where you had to put minimal cash down. Well, this would be an absolute gold mine for your taxes, is because you're going to have a tax write-off that is significantly bigger than your upfront investment. Not to mention, you're going to get cash flow on the back end. If it's the right deal, you could potentially see a tax benefit that's 2 to 3 times your initial investment. I think it's an absolute powerful way to leverage your money, but also provide a service that everybody needs. So number 2 is going to be mobile home parks. So if you think about it, mobile home parks are really good is because they're flexible and they're providing affordable housing, especially with the way the economy is right now where everything is shooting through the roof. People are looking for an affordable solution. Very similar to car washes, 90% of the value of mobile home parks are locked in their land improvements, sometimes 90% of the value. Now this is key is because improvements qualify for, you guessed it, bonus depreciation, which means faster tax write-offs for you. But there's a catch. You got to qualify as a real estate professional. Now, this opportunity can be lucrative, but if you're a W-2 employee or if you have other businesses, it might be a little bit difficult to qualify as a real estate professional. So before exploring this type of opportunity, I highly advise that you consult with a certified tax strategist. Next up is going to be RV rental companies. Now, with the rise of domestic travel, RVs have become more popular than ever. Now, here's where it gets interesting as an investor. Nearly all the business property that you purchase qualifies for, guess what? Bonus depreciation. If you didn't know, you're probably seeing a theme here is a lot of times we're looking for things that provide accelerated tax write-off. So purchasing RV equipment for the purpose of renting it out will help you accelerate the depreciation and also reap the cash flow on the back end. So really all this means is that you're investing in a booming industry while also reaping some of the tax savings. It's not crowded like some of the other tax strategies you might come across. Next up is going to be package delivery services. So in an era where online shopping is king, having the mechanism in place to deliver packages is now more key than ever. Yes, there's more overhead, but think about the fleet of vehicles that you'll be purchasing. The fleet of vehicles that you purchase are going to be your golden ticket to tax savings. Not only does this merge the necessity of package delivery services, but it's also going to satisfy your goal of sound tax planning and tax strategy to reduce your overall income. So the last non-conventional investment / tax strategy that I'm going to talk about is equipment rental companies. From construction to landscaping, equipment rental is in high demand. Similar to the RV rentals in our previous example, a lot of this equipment, which is business property, is subject to bonus depreciation for substantial tax write-offs. So this business is not just purely about renting out equipment, but it's about building a portfolio of high-performing assets that provide you cash flow on the back end. So one of the services that my tax planning firm provides is something called a deep dive tax plan. And this past year, I came across a high net worth business owner that was around $2 million in net income. And his goal really was to not only expand his portfolio, but also figure out a way to unlock some tax savings so that way he can reinvest in his business. And one of the things that we did was he was already in the real estate industry. And so what we did was we figured out a way to acquire a portfolio of assets. And those assets he purchased via financing. And by purchasing those assets, he was able to write off the cost of all of those assets against his active income. And the result of that was he basically was able to unlock almost $900,000 in tax savings alone. So before I wrap this video up, I want to make sure you guys understand something called material participation. Now, if you don't know what it is, please make sure you look that up or you discuss this with your tax advisor before you go about any of these types of tax strategies. Now, what the material participation rule does is it proves your active involvement in these type of businesses because these are actual businesses. Just the advantages of them is they provide tax saving. And the other advantage is when you prove material participation, this is how you can use these losses to offset either your W-2 income, your business income, your real estate income, or your day trading income. Now, the 500-hour rule is probably the most straightforward test to prove active involvement. Now, if you're a joint filer and maybe you're the one that works, maybe your spouse doesn't, sometimes you can leverage the spouse to make sure that you meet the active participation requirement. Now, by meeting this requirement, this is how you turn business losses into tax write-offs against your other business income. But I can't stress it enough that before you go about doing any of these things, make sure you consult with a qualified tax strategist. So if you are a high income earner, somebody that makes over $250,000 a year in net profit through your business or real estate or through day trading, our team is here to help. We specialize in strategic tax planning. So I'm going to drop a link below where you can book a call with our team, and we are going to do a complimentary tax analysis just to see if there's some savings opportunities for you. Now remember, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and leave me a comment below if there's any other non-conventional investment ideas that you guys come across that provide tax savings. We'll catch you at the next one.